All right, yay! Day one, woohoo! Hey everybody, Jen Heilman. Woo, we're getting started. All right, day one in the 5-day challenge. So happy to be here with you guys. So happy that you're all joining in and doing this work to change your lives, because this week is going to be a powerful week. The tasks are simple, but it creates some powerful shifts in your life. So congratulations for taking this on, because you are going to see some pretty major stuff happening in your life. I just posted a little post about hey Mackenzie, good morning. About my eye. Okay, so this is some of the work that we do in the Abundance Academy, right? Is we talk about, hey, good morning, Patricia, how are you? We talk about not only feng shui, but like what's showing up in our bodies, right? And our chakra systems and how they present in our bodies. And how that energy block that we're talking about for, abundance blocks and love blocks and all that kind of stuff, they show up in your body too, right? So, so this morning, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to zoom in close here. Do you see that little speck right there? I covered it up with a little bit of makeup. But that is instantaneous bruising on my eyelid, and I've had it before. I looked it up, and this is definitely a meridian point in your body. There's like energy highways, right, that are going throughout your whole system that link different areas of your body. Just like in feng shui, there's the flow of your house. And if we keep that flow open, good morning, Sophie. If we keep that flow open, then we are open, and we don't have those blocks, hurting or blocking our life. And it's the same thing in our body system, right? If you think about your blood flow and, cancer, right? So cancer is like this clotting of energy. And so that's like a huge one that's like obviously red flag. But even as little as something like this, right? Red flag. Like, what is my body trying to tell me with spontaneous bruising on my eyelid? And so, like I said, I looked it up. And not surprisingly enough, and I do not believe in coincidences, it's linked to my heart, right? Which is all stuff that we are going to be talking about this week, and opening up our hearts through feng shui so that we can open up our lives to abundance. And wow, holy smokes. I mean, I literally am like fighting off the flow of emotion, because I am just so grateful to be doing this work with you guys, right? I am doing this right alongside you. I am an avid learner. I want to be learning this stuff just as much as you guys, and so I grow just as much as you guys do within this work. So I'm so happy to be able to share it with you, and I'm so happy to just learn right next to you. So so that's a huge connection, and I find that with these challenges, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of energy, and so I have a tendency, and you may have the same thing, where I get overloaded and I push really hard, and then I get overloaded, and then I start to shut down. And that's the last thing I can do right now, is shut down, right? So it's been a huge challenge to me. Just looking at Mackenzie's comment. Ooh, nice. I like it. Liver stuff. Yep, exactly. Right now we're in the stomach zone. That's the season. We're in the season of the stomach. So if you guys are having like indigestion or nervousness and all that kind of stuff, we'll talk about it. But for this challenge, we're centering on the heart. We just pulled in from we're like just on the tail end of the heart season, which was summertime, and then we're going to be moving into the stomach. And so anyways, yeah, it's a huge connection, and it's just like a blinking warning sign for me, like, stay open, Jen, stay open, do the work that you need to do to stay open, right? I meditate, I write in my journal, I try to relax, right? I try to have that quiet time. And if I don't get that time, and that's kind of the first thing that goes out the window when we're busy and pushing ourselves, I shut down. And so it's not an option anymore for me to shut down, because I am responsible for, doing this work with you guys. And so if I don't show up, you're not going to show up. And so we need to do this together. So I have to stay open. I have to, um, use my tools, do my non-negotiables every single day, which is meditate, which is exercise, which is eat right, and pay attention to my feng shui and pay attention to my body, and make sure that my energy is staying open so that I can help you guys. Yeah, your stomach's going crazy, right? Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, my son was throwing up yesterday, so there you go. So anyways, yes, the day one, exciting. I'm excited. You guys, I'm sure, can tell that I'm pretty amped up today. So we're taking a look at our space, right? We're going to take a look and really see what's going on, what's happening in our love area. So the love area, if you're standing in the front door of your house, yeah, I know, right? Tummy stuff is brutal right now. This a lot of people blame going back to school and the viruses picking up, and stomach bugs and all that kind of stuff on going back to school. And yes, I'm sure we pick up the bugs there, but it's also because we're vulnerable. Our stomachs are vulnerable at this time of year, and so that's why there's a lot of stomach bugs that go around. So looking at the love area, excuse me, we are taking a deeper look, and good morning, Karen, at what it is representing to us, right? So if you're new to feng shui, you are definitely seeing some ahas right now, like you're opening yourself up to like, oh, right? Okay, so in my space, in my house, yeah, it is nice to know, it's nice to connect the dots, right, Jess? So in my space, in my house, the love area is the mechanical room for the pool area. And there's not a whole lot. There's a shower there. There's a mechanical room. There's like a utility closet, and there's one like little area that I have set up for seating, but it's like a pool area. So like you can't really make it warm and cozy because it's got to be like waterproof. So it's been a real challenge. So my love area is cold, right? It's a pool area. It's cold. It's mechanical. Good morning, Catery. And what does that say about what kind of love I am allowing into my life? What kind of love I allow myself to receive? What kind of love I put out there? That kind of stuff. So because I can't do much about that pool area space, except like put some pink soft towels in there. I mean, I'm not talking about like, crazy pink, but like towels that have, like the beachy towels that have like yellows and blues and pinks and stuff like that. I have those in the closet for towels to soften it up. I've got two like outdoor chairs, two red outdoor chairs together for that duality, that coupling, effect that you should have in your love area. And excuse me, and some like outdoor pillows and some plants. So I'm really making an effort to soften it in any way I can. But because that's such a, good morning, Katie, because it's an area that's difficult, I focus mostly on the love area in my bedroom, in my kitchen, in my living room. So I find those areas. So I don't think I completed my sentence, right? If you're standing in your front door of your house, it's all the way to the back on the right. And you should have been able to figure that out in the how to draw your Bagua map. If you can't figure that out, just contact me and I'll help you out. But it's the same thing with a room, right? So you stand in the doorway of the room, and it's also the back right corner of the room. So you'll probably notice that as you go through the house and you find those love areas in each of the rooms, they're kind of reflecting what's going on in the love areas of the love area of your house, right? It may be a little bit cold. It may be an area that's difficult to decorate, right? It's an area that's difficult to pay attention to. And you'll find that repeating theme throughout the house. So, so just for the task of this week, we only have 5 days to kind of move through these tasks, and this is pretty much day one is like getting acquainted with where your love area is. Though Sophie just blew it out of the water and did the love areas in all areas of her house this morning. Rock star Sophie, that's awesome, and you can see the post that she put up just about a half hour ago. And it's totally inspiring. And thank you, Sophie, for leading the charge with that, because it's a great example of what we should be doing. And I think people learn by example. So that's awesome. And Tammy and Jess, you guys both posted over in the event page. If you guys can post it over here in the group, that would be fantastic, because that's huge to have those kinds of examples and to have people be able to look at what you guys are doing and experiencing. So yeah, so we're adding, we're just kind of discovering, the space right now. So that's all you need to do today is just discover your space. And you're welcome, Sophie. And just kind of like what is, sit in that space, figure out, what it's telling you, right? Because feng shui is completely symbolic. It's all about the symbolism that we are reflecting back at ourselves, right? So, if you're finding it kind of cold and empty, then we need to warm it up, and really reflect what you want to portray in your love area, right? If you want to improve your relationship, if you want to open your heart, if you want the flow of giving and receiving to even out, right? So many of us are moms and we're always giving. We're in this culture where we are just made to think that we have to give, and never ever take care of ourselves, right? And if we take care of ourselves, we're actually made to feel guilty about it. That's crazy, right? Because if we're not healthy, if we're not taking care of ourselves, then we're not taking care of anybody. And we're not taking care of them. Maybe we're just getting by taking care of them, but we're not taking care of them in any kind of wellness scenario. So, certainly without, love and attention and compassion and all that kind of stuff, we're just kind of like going through the motions, right? So take a deeper look and really kind of tap into what your love area is telling you and what it's reflecting back to you, and write it down. Take some photos, write it down, and share in the group if you feel comfortable. This is a great supportive group. There's nobody in here that's going to give you a hard time about it. And one of the best ways to put it out into the world and kind of create that shift is to share it and say it out loud, right? Like, just put it out to the world, put it out to the universe. Like, this is what's going on, and I need to change it. I want to change it, and this is how I want to change it. These are the results that I want to achieve by doing this work. So yeah, that's day one, guys. I'm gonna be popping in and out of the group to answer questions. If I don't answer a question right away, it's just because I've got other things going on, and I will get to it. If it somehow didn't get answered, it's just because I missed it. So, ask me again, or tag my name on it or something to get my attention, or just literally ask again. I won't skip over you on purpose ever, I promise. So, it's just, there's a lot of questions that start to come in with these challenges, and it's hard to get to every single one, and occasionally things get missed. So never be afraid to ask a question. Never be afraid to post about what's going on, because the more you post and the more you comment, the more everything shifts. It's really pretty magical, this kind of group scenario and this group input. So, all right, you guys, good luck. Such a great start. So excited, so honored to be here with you all, and congratulations for starting this huge change in your life. I can't wait to see what we all learn by the end of the week. All right. Love you guys.